everybody. Okay, so I was a little worried about the light situation because I know the lights are on in my house, but sometimes I look a little darker than I think I am. Okay, so because I made a light on extra earlier today, I thought I'd be even and do a bold extra. But this is going to be a little bit more random than my usuals because I usually have a theme or something that I've been thinking about. This is going to be random. And I'm going to talk about cast size. Because, okay, now, Wyatt Earp has a huge cast. So I kind of give them a little grace. They don't always use all the characters because, well, I talk about this part of it, but I don't talk about another part of it. I talk about the fact that they have to rotate all their people, right? And so, you're not going to see every character on every day. Plus, they need a break. It's like a job for anybody else. You're going to have vacation and stuff. But, okay, so this is important because of Bold and the Beautiful, which is my topic here. Okay, now, Bold used to have kind of a big cast, but not huge. Because you had the Forresters and the Logans. And the Forresters had a lot of kids. So what they tried to do was have a storyline for each character, but then at a certain point they started unaliving all of the family members in certain storylines. And I'm like, oh, they're downsizing. Okay. Um, and now we have your basic main characters of people with some other people that they add on. Like Carter, for an example. He just popped in my head because I always talk about Lawrence and Victor. Okay, now he was kind of an add-on character, really, because you're supposed to believe he didn't really have a family per se, which I've been begging, pleading, praying to soak Jesus that he gets his family and we get some backstory on that. But I'm gonna keep praying for that one. Okay, but he was added on to the Foresters because Eric really likes him, and that's why Ridge and then he and Ridge are supposed to be BFFs. You know, whatchamacallit, like bros. But I, okay, for the amount for the amount that they're supposed to be really tight, the fact that Carter doesn't say anything about half the stuff Ridge does still leaves a question mark in my head, but I'm gonna let that pass by today. Um, but yeah, they're supposed to be best friends, and that's why part of the reason why Carter is COO of the company, and yada yada yada. Okay, now since I brought up the topic of add-ons, what I mean by that is, people get married, and so you add on to your family and stuff. But and this happens in a lot of soap operas. You have your main families, and it's usually two people, two families, the whatevers and the whatevers, right? For this thing, it's Foresters and Logans, but for like GH, it would be the Scorpios and the Cast9s, or Okay, so then when they add people like a special guest star, they're not going to be there very long because why would they, right? Okay, but Daphne has been an add-on for Carter because he finally got married, which woohoo, I'm still happy about that. But why have we not heard anything more from Daphne as of late? The closest thing was Ridge, which is really funny because the day before this happened, the night before, I swear, I made a video saying, please give Electra something to do. I remember I went on a rant because I said, this girl, I don't know if she can act because all she does is say, oh, I'm so lucky, I'm so whatever, and stare at Kurumara. And then the next day, Ridge says, well, I think you've been overworked, so I'm going to give you some help. So now Melissa and Electra work together. Okay. But then Daphne, how Daphne gets in here is that she was worried about what about Daphne? And Bridge said, well, we talked to Daphne and she's okay with it. So what are they doing with Muriel Hilaire? What? Did she just fall off the planet? Are we never going to see her again? Are they going to get divorced? Are they going to have kids? Because for the first 2 months of their marriage, she was, I want a baby. I want a baby. I want a baby. I want a baby. Okay, ma'am, we get you want a baby, but could you just enjoy married life for 2 minutes, please? So I don't know. Okay. And then, yeah, like I said, they pretty much kept their cast and stuff, and they just rotate people. But Zende, they should use Daylon DeLemetz more than they do. And they should use, well, where is Thomas, too? Because I know Thomas is supposed to be in France, but so what? Is Matt Atkinson not on the cast anymore? I mean, we haven't seen him for a hot minute again. What's up with that? Please and thank you. Okay. So then, okay, a thing I do from time to time is what I'd like to see, and it seems to work, so I'm gonna keep going with it. Okay. Well, there has to be some drama. So as much as I'd like for Mill to get together tomorrow, I know that's not gonna happen. So I don't know. But could you please put them in scenes together more than you do? Because yeah. And but what are you gonna do with RJ? I don't know. Because if he's supposed to be the Ridge Junior, then he's gonna be all well, let's see, kind of petty and kind of entitled a bit, but not as entitled as Electra. But I don't know what to do with him because apparently when you're young and hot, they want to put you in a couple in 2 minutes. So I don't know. And yes, I'd like him to be in a couple, I guess. But I mean, the way I see it is you got two choices. Either Dylan or what's her face? Electra. And Electra is we right now. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm perplexed. But Brian Nicoletti is great. No shade. Just saying. I don't know what to do with him because I haven't seen his range yet. Okay, he came in there nice, whatever, even keel, hot. But I was like, okay, what are they gonna do with him? Then they turned him like kind of like entitled, and I was like, no, I can't have another entitled one. I don't even like the one that I have entitled, so don't do that. So then he was nice with Melissa, so that was cool to see. But I don't know. Oh, maybe. Okay, here's an idea. Although I don't know if you could do it. Okay, maybe you could go like middle of the road with him, meaning make him like an Adam character, like Adam Newman, only younger, of course, but like make it mysterious where we don't know if he's really a good guy or a bad guy. You could go in between. You know what I mean? You could do that. That's kind of cool because yeah, I always like that every once in a while because they you don't know what you're gonna get from time to time. I like it because I mean, in my mind, you got three categories: good, bad, or the in between. And the weird thing about it is, and I talk about this too, but sometimes when you go good, they can't mess with you because you're good. And or they give you an excuse as to why you're bad for a minute. Or if you go really bad, it's really weird when you go good. So I like the in between characters. I don't know. Just some ideas off the top of my head. Um, yeah. Well, let's see. And then, well, Ridge, no, don't break up anybody. You took forever to put them together. Please don't break them up. I was gonna say, well, you could do something else. Oh well, this whole Katie Logan fashion line thing is gonna mess up everything anyway. I mean, like I talked about all week, it's gonna be the kaboom, but also I think it's gonna shake up the family, like to a level that we haven't seen before. But that's what we need because, well, I need it because they have been railing on Katie forever, and I don't like it. No. Anyway, okay, bye guys.